the way Yash ji has portrayed you, I think was outstanding.
My father was a fan of Yash uncle, and my mom. When he signed me for a movie, I did bhangra on one leg around my dining table. I was like, yay! I signed the Yash Chopra film. I was so excited, and I was like, oh my god! And I was like standing there, and suddenly my nose starts bleeding, and he's like, अरे मेरी हिमाचल वाली heroine देखो इसको क्या हो गया है ज़ारा को? He's like, ज़ारा बेटा तू इधर आके बैठ जा. And he just took the mic and said in Punjabi, यार तुम लोग मेरी picture खराब ना करो please, मुझे करने दो shoot. Hi, this is Preity Zinta, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Right. Okay, talking about Veer Zara, since it is completing 14 years today. The way Yash ji has portrayed you, I think was outstanding. Even the songs, I think, Ye Hawa Aaj Kyun Ga Rahi Hai, I think the way it was picturized, I think was so beautiful. And the idea that you're coming and going, in terms of, it's like a dream sequence. It's portrayed so beautifully. How do you remember that particular film? A very important film for you as an actress as well, because you had a lot to showcase.
My father was a fan of Yash uncle and my mom. So for me, the only director, when he signed me for a movie, I did bhangra on one leg around my dining table. I was like, yay! I signed the Yash Chopra film. I was so excited. I was so nervous when I went, because I didn't know how he would be. And I've worked with some of the best directors. But he's better than the best, because, he's been there forever. He's always been an iconic filmmaker. So for me, when I went, and the first thing when he met me, he's like, idhar aa, parathe khayegi. And then he was like, kadi khayegi. He knew what I like to eat. I don't know from where he found out, but he knew. And he took 15 days for costume trials. And everything, how my look was, how everything, he was very organized. And I was like, I don't know, he's going to be a really tough taskmaster when we go to shoot, because he was so organized. But shooting with him was like a party. He hated too many rehearsals because he liked to do everything before. He would block your scene, and he hated retakes. And I loved it, because I also am not somebody who likes too many retakes. So if somebody said, hey, let's take one for safety, he'd be like, why? Are you going to print 2 negatives? So, and he was very impatient, but so he wanted things to be done fast. And they took about 75 days from me for the film shoot. We finished the film in 55 days. So we finished 20 days ahead of schedule, because they were so organized. And even 8 years or 9 years after Veer Zara, he never called me Preeti. He always called me Zara. And he fed me, and said and it's also the only film where, I can take minus 20 degrees cold, but in the sun, and if it's too hot, meri band baj jati hai. So I was standing like this, and we were doing that Aisa Des Hai Mera Ho, with that song we were doing. Yeah. And my nose started bleeding, and it was so hot, because you're in Punjab, you're in June, it's really hot. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like standing there, and suddenly my nose starts bleeding, and he's like, अरे मेरी हिमाचल वाली heroine देखो इसको क्या हो गया है ज़ारा को? He's like, ज़ारा बेटा तू इधर आके बैठ जा. And he got a stand-in for me on the bus for certain bits of the song. And everybody was like, it's a song. And he's like, नहीं ये बहुत delicate है ये मेरी ज़ारा, इसको रहने दो. So he pampered his actors, and God bless his soul. I love him. So I really do miss him. And we shot live sound in Atari station, where there were about 5,000 people, and he just took the mic and said in Punjabi, yaar tum log meri picture kharaab na karo please, mujhe karne do shoot. Nobody talked, and he was just unbelievable. It was to work with him. Technically, any which way you talked about, he was at the top of his game, but he had no arrogance, he had no ego. If you made a suggestion, he'd be like, okay, and if the suggestion worked for him, he would just jump at it. And there was so much to learn from him, and he always had this really nice happy-go-lucky vibe, even in the most difficult scene, and he was such a good, he'd read you. I remember one day I came, and I had these big puffy eyes, and I was like really sad. He's like, kya hua? And I said, my dog died. And then he changed the whole scene, and we did that Qawwali. Aaya tere dar pe deewana. He's like, iska mood ke liye aaj ye shoot karte hai. And then he shot that with me, and I just cried in that whole song because my dog had died. Right. So he was like, I don't know if there'll be filmmakers like him anymore.
Definitely. In fact, it's said that no one romances like Shah Rukh Khan. And you also done Kal Ho Now, which is, I think...
No one romances like Shah Rukh Khan. That because I've done some of his most iconic romances. Right. And there is something in him that is unbelievable. Because first of all, he's also one actor who's a pleasure to work with. He remembers all his lines. He's very prepared.
Right.
He is an actor who just doesn't think about himself. He thinks about the other actor in the frame with him, or the actor that will just walk by. He'll think about like everything. But when he starts his dialogue, I mean, I would just get lost. All the movies I've done with him, I don't think I've uselessly, cried, or it's
Right.
all just, I just look at him and he just makes me cry. So there's some connection there. I can't figure out what,
Right.
but he's unbelievable to work with.
How important has the song Karuna been in your life? I think the lyrics were outstanding. Everybody loves that song.
I'm a little spoiled. Sorry to sound like brash, but from the start of my career, I got Dil Se, that one song,
Kya baat.
Jia Jale,
Right.
to Soldier, to all Mission Kashmir, to all the
Dil
movies
Cha-
that
Dil
are Dil
Chahta
Chahta Hai. The music has been out. Har Dil Jo Pyar Karega.
Right.
The music was outstanding. So that way I'm spoiled. So yes.
It's the time to disco.
It's the time to disco.
Right.
And my favorite song in Kal Ho Na Ho was actually the sad version of Kal Ho Na Ho. I used to love it. It used to make me cry all the time. I don't know why. That was also a very sad movie because right after that movie, Yash Johar, which is the other Yash uncle,
Right.
he died of cancer. And we found out in the movie after we
he's
did the
not.
bridge scene that before we did the bridge scene, or after we did, that he had cancer, and all of us were so down. Because he was hiding it from everybody, especially Karan and Hero Auntie.
Yeah.
So, but those were great movies. They were
You know,
great
as we are
experiences.
talking right now, so all those flashbacks, they're just coming right now. So
And Saif.
yeah, Saif Ali Khan.
I love Saif. Saif, I always feel in some life Saif and me was Santa Banta. We have that mad chemistry, and
Right.
he's very much like how Rohit and Naina are, is very
Salam
much
namaste,
like
salam
how
namaste,
Saif and
salam
me are.
namaste.
And we had, so he was a great and a very, very important part of Kal Ho Na Ho, and I don't think Kal Ho Na Ho could have been what it was without him in it.
Definitely.
Hi, this is Preity Zinta, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.